Why do we fall for the wrong people? Honestly, if humans came with warning labels, this question wouldn't even exist. Imagine it. Hi, I'm Alex. I'm fun, charming, and emotionally unavailable. Boom, problem solved. But sadly, real life doesn't come with labels. So let's unpack this in a way that feels simple, real, and maybe slightly painful, but in a funny way so it doesn't hurt too much. You know that moment when you meet someone and your brain suddenly starts acting like a teenager with no supervision? Your common sense is like, let's take things slow, and your emotions are like, or, hear me out. We could fall in love immediately and ignore every red flag like it's a national hobby. Why do we do this? First, because our brain loves what feels familiar, and here's the wild part. Familiar doesn't always mean healthy. Sometimes familiar means, ah yes, this chaotic emotional roller coaster reminds me of something from childhood, let's date it. It's like walking into a shoe store, seeing a pair that's clearly the wrong size, the wrong color, and probably painful. But your brain whispers, but what if they're the ones? And suddenly you're limping around in shoes that cost too much and don't even match your clothes. Second reason, we fall for potential. Not the person, not the reality, not the facts, the potential. We become interior designers for human beings. Oh, sure, they have no life goals, no emotional skills, and they communicate through memes and disappearing for 3 days, but with just a little work, they could be amazing. No, you're not dating who they are. You're dating a fantasy version that exists only in your mind. It's basically emotional Photoshop. Another reason, we fall for the wrong people because they trigger excitement. Healthy people who text back regularly, communicate clearly, and don't send mixed signals. Your nervous system goes, stable, predictable, kind of boring. Meanwhile, someone who is inconsistent, confusing, unpredictable, and as emotionally stable as a paper straw in hot water, your brain lights up like a casino jackpot machine. Yes, this feels like love. No, that's anxiety. Big difference. Let's talk about the heart's favorite bad decision, trying to heal through relationships. Sometimes we pick people who match our old wounds because we unconsciously think we can fix the story this time. If you grew up feeling unseen, you might be drawn to people who, surprise, don't really see you, because your brain is trying to rewrite the past. Spoiler, that doesn't work. All it does is give you new trauma to stack on top of the old trauma like emotional Jenga, and of course there's the classic. We confuse chemistry with compatibility. Chemistry is that spark, that excitement that, wow, this person makes my stomach flip like a cheap carnival ride. Compatibility is, can we actually build something real together without wanting to throw each other into the sun? Big difference. Chemistry gets you interested. Compatibility keeps you alive. Sometimes the wrong person feels right simply because they meet your emotional needs in the wrong way. Maybe they give you attention, but not effort. Maybe they give you passion, but not partnership. Maybe they give you highs, but no stability. It's like only eating cotton candy. It tastes good for 2 minutes and then suddenly you're dizzy and questioning your life choices. And here's a fun twist. Sometimes we fall for the wrong people because we're not ready for the right ones. A healthy, secure person shows up and your brain goes, why are they being so nice? What do they want? Suspicious? But an emotionally chaotic person appears and you go, ah yes, home. Healing is basically reteaching your brain what healthy feels like. And finally, be honest, sometimes we fall for the wrong people because we ignore the red flags. Not out of stupidity, but out of hope. And hope is beautiful, but it can also be blinding. We tell ourselves things like, they'll change. It's just a phase. It's not a red flag, it's just passion. It's not gaslighting, he's just expressing himself loudly. My therapist will understand. No, your therapist will get rich. That's what will happen. The truth is, we don't fall for the wrong people because we're broken. We fall for them because we're human. We're wired for connection, craving love, longing for belonging, and sometimes we misplace those feelings onto the nearest available human who smiled at us twice. But here's the good news. Once you understand why you fall for the wrong people, you can start choosing differently. Your brain learns, your patterns can change. And one day, the person who treats you right won't feel boring. They'll feel peaceful, comfortable, safe, like coming home after being lost for way too long. Because the right person won't make you chase, question, or shrink yourself. They'll make love feel calm, not chaotic. So the next time you feel yourself fall,